て苦しくて悲しくて寂しくて恋しくて叫び出すこらえてる呼んでいるあの声が取り戻せその手にお前の名前を聞こえてる感じてるあの時を思い出す忘れないその声に声えるよ響き合う奇跡今取り戻せその手に僕らの明日を
Ta-da!
The capture isn't going? Or
It's frozen as I was out of the...
oh, okay.
If I'm clicked out of the game, it's frozen. So.
Okay.
Alright, return to the end, it says. Meow.
What is this, Minecraft?
Yes. Clearly.
100%.
It's the new update. Don't give! Crap! The one paid!
What's going on? Sounds like something's happening over at the market. Sounds like something's happening over at the market.
There appears to be some manner of dispute occurring.
I wonder what's up. Should we go take a look?
Yeah, let's go see it. Let's go and see.
Sounds like to me someone tried to steal something. Or, okay, they're just being petty. Got it, cool. Anyways. We had a Marco, didn't we?
No, I don't think so.
Up.
Did we? No?
Not on my list, so I'm assuming no.
Okay.
I guess I'll be Marco, you can be the pompous guy?
Okay.
Don't give me that crap! This is my spot! I paid for it, so it's mine!
I'm the one who paid for the spot. Look, I've even got the permit for it, so stop lying to me in Vamoose.
May I ask what the problem is? Perhaps we can help in some way.
Go, D.
Oh, Lord.
You've been voluntold.
There seems to be some question over which of these two gentlemen gets control of this area to set up his stall. The young merchant over there is local, while that merchant wearing the suit is from the capital.
So they're both cleaning the same spot?
How odd. Permits for the market are issued by the province's ruling lord.
Oh, so for Celtic, that would be...
This isn't good.
We must stop them.
I mean, yeah?
Hand me at what?
Yeah.
Not sure what exactly is going on here, but violence isn't going to solve anything.
You both need to calm yourselves. You've been worked into a rage.
Ugh. Bah humbug.
Bah, bug and hum. What are you, high schoolers?
This has nothing to do with you meddling kids. We're having a mature discussion here, and I'll thank you not to interfere.
Since when is grabbing a person by the neck be considered mature?
If you truly intend to have a mature discussion, perhaps you should try acting more like adults. What did you say to me?
We're students from Thor's Military Academy, currently visiting this town on a field study.
And while we are not yet formal members of the army, I'm afraid we cannot simply walk by and ignore a fight in such a public place.
A military academy?
So they're a bunch of soldiers in training.
What in Adios' name is happening here?
I guess the principal. Oh,
Oh, this is the merchant that we have. Okay.
now look what you've done.
Manager Otto.
We haven't met Otto either.
You haven't?
Nope.
Nope.
The only
Okay.
merchant we have talked to was an old man that gave us an herb.
And the,
And Paul.
Okay.
and Paul.
And Paul.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah.
Well, whatever.
We probably saw somebody who looks like him because they reuse assets again because it's cheaper. But
They all look the same.
I've been filled in on what happened. I understand. Both of you have a permit for the same stall. Is that correct?
Yeah.
And both permits expire at the same time, too. What's the meaning of this?
I understand your concerns, but fighting over here is greatly inconveniencing to the customers. I'll be happy to discuss the matter in private, but I'll need you both to put your differences aside until it has been resolved.
Okay.
I guess.
Well, that was a close one. Seems like everything's going to be fine now, though.
Yeah, guess he's the guy in charge. I really appreciate the four of you stepping in to help defuse the situation. Though I suppose I should expect no less from the infamous Class 7 I've heard so much about.
Oh?
How do you know about Class 7? My name is Otto. I'm the manager of Keldix Grand Market. I have some things to discuss with you if you'd be so kind. Come along, I'll treat you sweet.
Obviously, he wants to hire us.
Clearly, he has a job for us.
He has something for us to do.
Yep. Mm.
So angry.
So, you were responsible for choosing our assignments? Thank you, Celtic. Principal Van Dyke is an old friend of mine, you see. He asked me to personally select a few tasks that you might be able to complete. Well, that was nice of him.
We appreciate your consideration as well.
I didn't realize Otto would be the one we'd be talking to the most, or I would have had Xander do it. Oh, it was no trouble at all. Likewise, I'm grateful for you to taking some troublesome tasks off my hands. I can't thank you enough for your help at the market. If you hadn't been there, I'd imagine someone would have wound up getting hurt. I'm just glad we got there when we did.
So, both merchants will be taking turns using the same stall at the front of the market?
That's right. Both of their permits are genuine, but the merchandise and temperaments don't lend themselves to sharing a space. Eventually, they agreed to a compromise where they would each make use of the front stall on alternate weeks. The other stall we're reserved is near the back of the market, however, so whoever's relegated there will likely see far lower sales numbers. That's better than nothing, I guess, but still really unfortunate.
I have a better solution. Why give them both the same permit to begin with?
Just, do better on the permits.
Yeah, like...
Welcome to how
Laura's the
Eustace's
same way.
family runs the cities.
Great, they're incompetent. Just
Uh-huh.
like real politics. Got it. Anyways, moving on.
I must admit, I do find this whole matter rather perplexing. To my knowledge, the issuing of market permits is the sole responsibility of each province's ruling lord. For a mistake such as this to have been made in the first place raises some rather unpleasant questions.
That's true. It's the Lord's duty to control the flow of goods. He can't handle it. The local economy could really suffer. I'm quite right. Ordinarily, that responsibility would fall upon the Duke's household. The Duke?
Sorry, I was pouring some water and wanted to mute. The Kreutzen province is ruled by Duke Alberea.
One of the four most powerful nobles in the entire country. Lately, the situation surrounding the Duke's household has been getting a bit complicated. A few months ago, he increased the sales tax for a market rather significantly. And with a larger percentage of their profits being taken from them, the merchants have begun to get rather desperate. Fights like the one you saw earlier are becoming more and more commonplace. I see.
Sales tax is something which should not be raised without careful consideration. History has shown us how damaging such actions can be.
I've never heard of anything like that happening in the capital.
Have you tried raising objections to the increase?
Of course. I've gone to Berea numerous times to petition the Duke personally. They always just drive me away at the gate without listening to a word I have to say. This has been going on for roughly 2 months now. If that's the case, the mix-up with the permits may be more than just an accident. Are you suggesting?
They might be getting careless when dealing with the market, or maybe they're deliberately trying to cause problems.
I don't think it's a good idea to just jump to conclusions. But I will say that before all this began, the soldiers in the guardhouse absolutely would have intervened in a scuffle like that. Oh?
Unlike the Imperial Army, a provincial army's main priority is maintaining the status quo throughout their territory. So mediating arguments which threaten that status quo should absolutely fall within the scope of their duties.
Incorrect. It seems that unless we accept this tax increase, they intend to turn a blind eye to the market. The commanding officer of the guardhouse has even made comments suggesting as much.
That's not right at all.
I'm sorry, I shouldn't be talking about matters like this with you. This is strictly an internal affair to be dealt with among us merchants. You have no reason to concern yourselves with it. You need to be focused on your field study. And I'll have a new list of tasks for you tomorrow morning as well. You will?
So you were asked to prepare some for each day of our visit then?
That's right. I've got a few difficult ones in mind too, but I'm sure you're more than up for them. Or at least, I hope you are. Don't worry, we are.
We'll do our very best to meet your expectations. I needed more air for that one, and I did not breathe enough before I said that word.
That all sounds really unfair. Yeah, I agree.
Provincial lords have the duty and the right to decide upon and collect taxes in the regions they control. And as long as that remains the case, there's not really much the general populace can do to stand against them.
I'm reluctant to comment on how others choose to rule their own territories. But harassing one's people like this seems clearly inappropriate. I've heard many rumors about the current head of House Alborea.
The current head is Eustace's dad, right? So, couldn't we ask Eustace for some help here? I doubt there's anything he could do. Among the nobility, decisions made by the head of the house are absolute. And since the Alboreas represent one of the 4 great houses, that old tradition is absolutely guaranteed to be alive and well.
The Emperor himself is probably the only one with more power than the heads of the 4 great houses.
I guess that's a no then. Sarah.
Yeah. She woke up from her drunken stupor.
I see you're all busy mulling things over. Excellent, excellent.
Instructor Sarah?
What brings you here?
I figured it was about time for me to get going. Group B's not getting anything done as expected, so I'm off to help sort them out.
What?
You're gonna see Group B? Now?
The town of Parm is a considerable distance from here. Now, you let me worry about that. You four are perfectly capable of looking after yourselves anyway, right? Put your heads together and think, and I'm certain you'll see what you need to do.
Ah.
Overthrow the government? Got it.
ADS be with you. I'll be looking for your report.
I can't believe it. It's as though she knows exactly what's going on.
Even though she spent the whole day drinking at the inn, can she read minds or something?
I'd suggest we return to our room and rest for the night, in any case. We still have our reports to write, so an early dinner seems wise.
Yeah, you're right.
I'm so tired.
Me too. I feel like I'm gonna fall asleep at the dinner table without even making it to my bed. Of course, the two who are not used to the physical activity are tired, and the two that are used to it are like, whatever.
It's a minor inconvenience.
Yeah.
Oh, that was delicious. Those were some seriously fresh vegetables, too.
Yeah, nothing beats food made from local ingredients.
I quite enjoyed the rye bread myself.
I suppose this whole field study thing isn't so bad when you take the menu into account. I wonder what the others in Group B are doing right now.
Somehow, I doubt they're sitting around a table and talking like we are.
That would certainly be a shock if they were.
Considering she had to leave to go and sort them out. Yeah, no.
Instructor Sarah says it's about Arcus, but I don't think that's the only reason we've been brought together.
I'm certain it's not. If that were all, today's field study tasks would serve little purpose.
It seems as though she's trying to make us experience, I don't know, things. Like all kinds of things, big and small. What I can't wrap my head around, though, is why.
Yeah.
Instead of trying to put everything in its place, why don't you just go with the flow for a change? It seems like you're desperately trying to find something. But if you don't plant yourself somewhere, you're just gonna blow away with the next big gust that comes along.
What do we have to offer one another, when our reasons for enrolling at Thor's in the first place are undoubtedly very different?
Our reasons?
I hadn't considered that.
My reason for enrolling was quite simple. I aim to come ever closer to my goal. Or rather, to the person whom I regard as such.
Who's that?
This is neither the time nor the place to discuss such matters. Best to save that topic for another day. What about you, Elisa? Why did you enroll at the academy?
Deflection.
Mm-hmm.
There's no one single reason, but I think I just wanted to assert my independence. I mean, my situation back at home isn't exactly ideal, and this seemed like a good way to get out and do more, I guess.
I see.
It sounds like I'm probably in the minority then. See, I wasn't intending on coming here at all originally. I wanted to do something completely different.
You did?
Oh yeah, you said you were really hoping you'd get into a music academy, right?
Oh?
Well, I wasn't that serious about it or anything. What about you, Reen? You're the last holdout, and since you're the one who brought it up, it's only fair you answer the question too.
Me? I wanted to find myself, I guess.
Find yourself?
Huh?
Sorry. That makes it sound like a much bigger deal than it actually is. That's the best way I can think of to put it, though.
Nothing wrong with that. Going on a journey of self-discovery? It's actually a pretty cool answer.
Yeah, I had no idea you were such a romanticist. You sure don't come across as one.
I shouldn't have said anything.
Laura is looking at us really suspiciously.
What kind of breathing was that?
Suspicious.
So, you want me to wake you up at 6 tomorrow, right?
Yes, please. We only have until tomorrow evening, so we need to get an early start.
We really appreciate it. Not a problem at all. Have a good night.
Good night.
But we're not actually going to sleep yet, are we? Not until we write our reports for the day.
See, I don't understand why there's that section that's not voiced, and then we're back to voiced again.
I want to shut off my brain so
They didn't
bad
have a
right
voice
now,
actress for
but it doesn't look like that's
Margot.
happening anytime soon.
She seems to have forgotten all about the room situation, and I'm not about to remind her.
I mean, as soon as we walk into the
Reed?
room, she's gonna remember.
Right.
Oh.
What is it?
I was unsure whether to ask or not, but I've decided that this question bears answering. Why have you chosen to hold back?
What?
Your sword style and technique. It is the 8 Leaves, 1 Blade school, is it not?
Motherfucker, we can't get away from it.
Popularized by the sword hermit, Yoon Ka-fai, it combines the best elements of other Eastern sword styles. Those who master any of its forms are referred to as a divine blade,
This is Cassius
and are
brain.
said to understand the true nature of all things.
You certainly know an awful lot about it. I didn't think it was particularly renowned here in the Empire.
We of the Arcade School consider the studying of other swordsmanship styles to be an essential part of our training. In addition, my father once told me, if you follow the path of the sword, it is only a matter of time before you encounter a follower of the 8 Leaves.
Your father said that? It's an honor to be acknowledged by the Radiant Blade Master himself. I'm nothing special, though. I'm just a dropout who's never even been able to progress past beginner level. I did train under Master Ka-fai for a while, but I started to feel like I couldn't go any further with my abilities, and he cut my training short.
What?
So I'm really not holding back. Honest, I actually kind of feel like I'm dirtying the good name of the Eight-Leaf School, in fact. But this is my limit. I'm sorry I can't quite live up to your expectations. Laura?
You have no reason to apologize to me. This is a matter you must come to terms with on your own. Though I'll admit to some disappointment, I was hoping you'd prove to be a good sparring partner. I'm going to practice outside for a bit. Please go and finish your report with Elisa and Elliot.
You're not worth my time. Farewell.
I was gonna say, if you master any kind of swordsmanship school, it's only a matter of time before you encounter Cassius Bright, because he's a swordsman.
I can see in his
yeah.
eyes sometimes that he's bottling something up and trying really hard to keep anyone else from noticing.
Hey, they didn't say his name.
Not yet.
Not yet. Yeah.
You've noticed it too? You sure have taken quite an interest in him.
I was just trying to work out the best time to apologize, that's all. It's not like I've been consciously paying attention to him or anything, honestly.
She has.
I'm not
He's
into
not the only
him,
one bottling up his
Baka.
feelings, though, is he?
Man, I pegged her personality
Called her out.
right away.
Yeah.
So, as annoying as Elisa can be, I do really genuinely love her character. Her character is a very good character. It has a lot of character growth.
You've been doing the same thing.
All of these kids actually have a
Yeah,
lot of character
I
growth
guess I
throughout
have.
the games. They're very, very good.
Ooh, you're moving up in the world.
Apparently, you're moving
I've
up
got
in
a
the
little reward here for
world.
you. Keep up the good work.
Excuse me.
Sarah's voice is a lot of energy to do when I've had a very long work day.
Yeah, you're not wrong.
Here are your tasks for the day. The market manager left them with me.
Thank you. Field study day 2. West Celtic Highway. And a lost wallet.
Not the wallet.
No.
Huh. Even fewer than yesterday.
Oh, hold on.
What are we holding on for?
What are we holding?
Okay. I was 3D printing something and I heard something fall and I looked over and the whole thing is just fallen over and spaghettied.
Oh no!
Oh
I'm gonna have
no!
to reprint that, and it was like over halfway done too, which is the worst part. I'm trying to print it for a coworker and I was hoping to have this one done by tomorrow, and it's not looking like it's gonna happen. Unless it works properly overnight. Maybe he gave us less work to do because he knew we were going back to Trista today.
Sounds about right. He is a very considerate man. The last train headed your way leaves here around 9 tonight. You get those done quickly enough, you can have dinner here before you leave.
Thank you very much.
We greatly appreciate your kindness. Shall we get started then?
Sounds good.
Looks like today's tasks are all optional. Hey, Laura. I want to apologize for what I said to you yesterday evening.
Dot. Anyways.
Rain?
As I told you then. This doesn't matter you must come to terms with on your own. It is not something for which an apology is required.
That's not really what I meant. I want to apologize for making light of the way of the sword. I said about being a dropout who's never been able to progress past beginner level was disrespectful. Master Kafai, to the school I follow, and to the path of the sword itself. For those reasons, I felt it was inappropriate of me to say what I said, so I'm sorry.
If that's the case, then there is one other person you should be apologizing to as well.
Cassius Bright.
Yes. I can't pretend to know much about your personal circumstances.
But you need to apologize to Cassius Bright.
But regardless of one's background or social standing, one should always be able to live with pride in him or herself. Thus, if you truly did make light of yourself and your own abilities, that is an act of shame for which you owe yourself recompense. Let me ask you a question, Reen. Do you like the path of the sword?
Not really a matter of liking it or disliking it, I don't think. Part of my life, an inseparable part of who I am.
That's all I wanted to hear. I feel exactly the same way.
Laura. So, you two are friends again then? Were we not? There's never any rift between us that I know about.
Indeed. This was all handled rather neatly, I felt.
You're both so simple-minded. I feel like an idiot spending so much time trying to devise a plan to get the two of you to make up.
Whoa. You did what now?
It would seem we've caused you undue concern.
Jeez, can we just all forget about this and move on? It's not like I care about you guys. Looks like the ground's dried after the rainfall, so to speak. Glad to see you all looking a bit less gloomy.
I have no idea.
We've got trouble. Big trouble. I don't know who it is.
Oh, it's the girl again.
Well, that worked out.
It was a good guess.
Kidding. Not the same person. Unless it was. I wrote the name down.
You can have her anyway.
No, this is Louise, not Lizzie. I was Lizzie before, so yeah.
Oh, must be her twin sister.
You can still have her.
Right. Sure.
You can still have her?
It's Margot's turn.
Oh, my brain just glitched. Anyways, slow down, Louise. It's first thing in the morning and you're about poised to wake the dead. You're making such a commotion. Where have you been anyway? You're late.
I'm sorry, I just got caught up on the way here. But never mind that, we have big trouble. Something terrible happened over at the market.
Something terrible, you say? What terrible thing has happened exactly?
Well, it sounded like it actually took place last night. 2 of the stalls over at the market were destroyed and all the merchandise was taken. Stolen, even.
Taken? Stolen, even.
Taken, stolen, even.
That is most terrible indeed.
A robbery?
Oh my.
Oh my.
I suppose that means the market might be opening late today. Which means we could end up with more customers as people wait here for a resolution. Louise, get the place ready.
You get it.
I'm going to run away really fast but really slow.
Yes. As for you four, this is our problem, not yours. You just focus on your field study and leave the incident to us locals. You have your own tasks to worry about, after all.
Of course.
We'll be back later. Thanks again.
They're absolutely going to get their noses in it.
100%! There. Have we learned nothing from any of the other 5 games we've played? Come on.
Exactly.
What should we do?
I have to admit, I'm curious.
Wait.
I thought you're Laura.
We're just the Scooby-Doo gang. We've already been called the meddling kids. Now we're gonna stick our noses in something that we really shouldn't.
Your pants, though.
But we're gonna do it anyway. We're just Mr. Ink.
Where's our animal companion?
Good point.
The previous group was more of a Scooby-Doo gang than this. I mean, hell, they had Zeit.
Yeah.
That was 2 groups. Yeah. Well, yeah. No. Yeah. That's just last group. Yeah. Yeah, they had Zeit. Although Zeit really didn't travel with us.
Doesn't matter. They had a dog.
It would have been.
He talked.
I mean,
They
you're
had
right.
a dog and he talked.
You're right.
Yeah, you're right. I mean,
but you could say the same with the original group because we had Hold.
Sig.
Seg, thank you.
Yeah, but Sig isn't a dog.
He only kind of talked.
Right.
And Sig isn't a dog.
You're right.
Don't tell Sig what to do.
I mean, Zeit was a dog, sort of.
Yeah,
Say it was a
that's what I was
wolf.
talking about. That's
And a divine wolf at that.
he was a doggo. Anyways,
It's not far, so we might as well just go take a look.
Alright, let's take a slight detour and see what's happening at the market then. He was a danger dog.
Yeah,
Danger doggo.
danger doggo.
Who are you?
I think his name is Gibson.
I think so.
He must be a merchant.
Yeah.
I think he's an unimportant character.
Xander, go.
Look, you get to be sarcastic with Zila on Friday. I get to be sarcastic with you all the other days of the week.
I feel like 1 day a week is not enough for 5 days, 6 days of it.
Nah, it's allowed. It's fair.
Nah.
Fair's fair. D, fair's fair.
Fair is fair.
Fair is fair.
Listen, I don't need all 3 of you coming after me. I'm just gonna lump Xander in there because I know he'll join in eventually. So.
Well, now Xander, you're on our
Tell
side.
Xander what to do.
Xander's on our side now.
Does that mean I'm officially one of the girls?
Yes.
I can go to girls' night.
Yes, girls' night.
Hell yeah.
Girls' night. Ooh, ooh. Anyways.
I'm sorry, the Grand Market isn't quite open for business yet. Oh, that's the students from yesterday.
Good morning. Opening late today after all, I see.
Right, so, guess you already know about the robbery yesterday, huh? The 2 merchants whose stalls were destroyed are still arguing about it. Want to be the same 2 guys.
Yeah.
Amira, do you think it's this one or the other one?
The other
That's the
one.
younger one.
You think it's the pompous one?
Yeah.
I don't know. Maybe.
I don't know. I feel like
that's
this is the younger
I
one.
feel like that's the younger one with that wordage.
Yeah.
All
Think
right.
that verbiage.
You bastard.
This is the
Okay.
pompous one because they moved voices.
Okay. You're not going to get away with this.
Oh no, not them.
My manager came to try and break them up, but he doesn't seem to be having much luck. I hope no one ends up getting hurt.
What should we do, Rain?
Maybe we could try talking to them?
Considering everything that happened yesterday, you just might be the cavalry we need right now. Would you mind?
Not at all.
Let's go.
I wanted to. We can certainly try, but
D&D.
How dare you destroy my stall, you damned coward! I knew you country folk weren't to be trusted. Who else could it have been? Just come clean and admit it already.
Who are you calling a coward, you Heimdallerian snob? You're the one who wanted my spot all for yourself.
Calm down, gentlemen, please.
Playing all innocent and trying to paint me as the bad guy here? You make me sick. What do you say we settle this right here and now?
Bring it on.
Hold it.
The cavalry's
A 7.
here.
You kids again?
Yup.
Keep your noses out of this. I'm gonna make him pay for smashing my stall.
Smashing? They really are completely ruined.
This is awful.
However, harming one another is not going to bring them back. In the end, they will still be smashed, and you will be worse off.
But this anger isn't gonna go away unless I do something. He took all of my goods too, so I haven't even got anything to sell.
What are you talking about? You were the one who stole my goods. And you're gonna give them all back right now and fix the damage you did to my stall, or else I can't be held responsible for my actions.
This isn't good. I don't think they're even listening to a word we're saying. What do we do? And in comes the army. Which I think was Xander for everybody.
I think so.
Stop this at once.
The provincial army.
What?
Why does he seem so shocked that the army would be there? Like,
yeah, really.
Because they didn't do anything the
they
day
didn't do anything the
previous.
previous day when these two were fighting each other. They completely ignored it yesterday, and now that everything's smashed, they suddenly appear.
Yep.
I mean, a squabble is fine as long as it doesn't destroy damage to property.
Yep.
No, something smells.
What is the meaning of this? It's the middle of the morning. Stop this nonsense immediately. But I believe you are the one in charge here. I demand an explanation as to what has transpired.
Well, you see...
I know the reason why. They were drinking their coffee and heard a fight, and they were like, gosh darn it. And then they had to get up and leave their coffees, which is just tragic, honestly.
I see. The solution is simple then. Men, take them away. Yes, sir.
What?
What do you mean, take us away? 2 stalls were destroyed. 2 sets of goods were stolen. The truth is as clear as day. 2 merchants in the midst of a heated disagreement committed the same crime at the same time. But that's not fair.
Do you not think it premature to draw such a conclusion without any investigation?
Rich Army doesn't have time to waste solving the petty squabbles of merchants. But I'm not an unreasonable man. Cease your dispute and you'll be left alone. Continue and you'll come with us. The choice is yours.
They're trying to force both merchants to forget this ever happened. To sweep the whole ordeal under the rug.
Yeah, something about this seems really wrong.
Gah.
Sorry. Go.
A random thing.
God.
Alright, good then. Before we can agree that wasting time on shenanigans like this is detrimental to all parties involved. I hope you'll think twice before causing such a ruckus ever again. Now please excuse me. I'm a busy man, I have more pressing matters to attend to. I must go drink my coffee.
Something smells. Something smells.
Like coffee.
No. Smells like bullshit.
Where did it go?
Well, I guess they did stop those 2 from fighting, but they did nothing to solve the underlying problem.
This isn't right.
I see now how the provincial army here conducts itself.
I'm sure you're both still pretty angry about this, but right now the two of you need to focus on keeping cool-headed. If you have the time to fight, try to use that time for something more productive instead. I feel a lot better.
Yeah.
Better.
I shouldn't have let my anger take control of me like that.
We can't open the Grand Amaka for business until we've cleaned up these busted stalls. We're already running late, so I hate to ask, would you all mind lending me a hand? There we go. Everybody was able to help everybody else. Thanks to you four, we were able to open the Grand Amaka for business today a bit quicker than I expected. Can't even begin to tell you how grateful I am. Oh, there's no need for that. We barely did anything.
I'm just glad no one got hurt.
All the more reason to thank you. The mission stalls his livelihood. The action taken against it can throw him into blind rage, and it's hard to bring someone back from that.
It would seem the problems facing the merchants in this town are quite grave indeed. The provincial army may have intervened, but it's difficult to believe they'd make no attempts to find an amicable solution.
Quite right. It's clearer than ever now that they've no intention of trying to resolve any issues involving the market. And I can't see that changing unless we decide to just accept the sales tax increase and keep quiet about it.
Still, you'd think they'd at least be a little more subtle about the whole thing. There's no way those two merchants are just going to accept this and move on.
No, I don't suppose they will. And if word gets out about this, it's not inconceivable for certain groups of people to begin boycotting the marketplace. Something definitely has to be done. I'm just not sure what. Is something wrong, Reen? You're awfully quiet. Are you feeling unwell? Sir, I have a favor to ask. Would you consider allowing us to investigate this morning's incident?
What?
Are you suggesting that we attempt to find the perpetrator who destroyed the merchant's stalls ourselves?
It's a kind offer, but as I said yesterday, this is all fair and yours. Well, students, you have your own studies to worry about, and I wouldn't feel right interfering with them. For students training for the military, though, you can't just stand by and allow something so unjust to go unchallenged. It's the provincial army's responsibility to address this, sure, but they're shirking their duties here, and that reflects poorly on us all. Well, that's true enough, I guess. Do you really think we're out for something like this?
I kind of have to wonder about that too. I mean, at the end of the day, we're just amateurs. We should at least check with the instructor, Sarah, first and see what she thinks.
He's already told us. Put your heads together and think. I'm sure you'll see what you need to do. Her words. It seems like exactly the sort of thing she meant. At least, it does to me. Oh.
I see your point. Perhaps matters such as this may fall under the scope of our field study after all.
Yeah, you do make a good point. In case I'm still not sure what we're up to, but I guess it can't hurt to try.
Neither seek nor shun the fight. Very well, we shall do what we can.
Are you really sure about this? I'm certainly not going to say no. I'm very concerned about the market and the safety of our merchants. So if you're 100% sure, I have to admit I truly would appreciate anything you can do for us. Thank you, sir. We'll do everything in our power to find answers for you. Just be careful. Don't go seeking out trouble. I don't want you kids being put in danger. We're dealing with a criminal who acts under cover of night. Maybe capable of a lot more than just thievery and vandalism. Remember, I'm responsible for your safety. If anything would happen to you, I couldn't even look Van Dyke in the eye anymore. We'll be careful. We promise. I know I will, at least. I probably need to be more careful than anyone else here.
Now that that's settled, we should act quickly.
Yeah, let's go. Let's get this investigation started.
So, first things first, we need to decide where to start investigating. Logical starting point would be the Grand Market itself, scene of the crime. Can't argue with that. We should probably get statements from those two merchants before anything else.
Indeed. I anticipate they've calmed themselves by now, so perhaps we can get something a bit more substantial from them. We still have to ascertain their innocence or guilt in the matter as well.
We'll need to keep a close eye on the time, though. If we miss the last train toward Heimdall, we'll have no way of getting back to the academy today. Plus, we've been given other tasks too, and I'd really like to get them done.
In short, we need to keep moving. The deadline is 9 p.m. Let's use every minute we have to accomplish everything we possibly can.
Understood.
You bet.
Right. Sorry.
We're gonna call it here, because I don't want to get into this. I get stuck in cutscenes, because it's already Tyndall, and honestly, I have to be at work early anyway. Tomorrow anyway. I have to be at work
same.
an hour and a half early, so I can get out at noon.
I have to go to, well, I have to be online for work about 2 hours earlier than normal because my parents, we're gonna go see a matinee of Les Mis in Chicago tomorrow.
Ooh. I really want to see Les Mis in person.
I knew this was coming up. My parents failed to tell me that was a matinee. Had I known it was going to be a matinee, I would have just taken the whole 24th off.
Right.
Yeah.
So now I'm sitting here like, now I have to be up early on Christmas Eve.
That sucks.
Unfortunate.
Yeah, I know. I'm just.
Alrighty. We're gonna call here. I don't know if there will be any streams more this week until Friday. There may be one tomorrow, just kind of depends on how the day goes. And what time things start kicking off. So I may have a stream tomorrow, but I don't make any promises. Otherwise, we may not have a stream until Friday with Curse of Strahd. So, thank you guys for hanging out and watching. I appreciate you. And we will see you next time. Bye. We're gonna go raid Ingados because he's still alive. We're gonna go raid him. See ya.